You are the first person in history to win the World Cup and have a role in a film that's nominated for Best Picture at the Oscars.
And I'm very pleased and I'm very fortunate that I had the chance to be in that team who won everything in 3 years and now to be in the movie. But for me, it's just the beginning for another career. So I don't want to stop there and say, okay, well, I did that and I was nominated, but I only played 3 minutes. What I want is maybe some days, you know, have a role like Eddie Redmayne has and be able to show what I'm capable of. So we'll see.
Would you swap that World Cup winner's medal for a Best Actor Oscar?
Why do you want me to swap anything when I can have both? You know? I don't know. You know, I like the way that I won the World Cup and it's a collective sport and we share the same trophy together. I think I'd rather have the best movie than the best actor.
When most players retire, they become pundits or managers. Why did you choose acting?
Well, I came back to my first passion, which is movies and plays as well. And when I was like 4 years old, I wanted to be an actor. My mother reminded me that, and when I gave up my career, I went to LA to learn the process of acting, because I thought it was something I wanted to do. It's another passion on top of football, and we have a chance to have maybe 2 different lives, and I wanted to try that, and well, it works pretty well.
So it was your first passion, not football?
No. I think I went to football a little bit randomly. My father created the little academy in my village in south of France, and I went into football, but I wanted to be an actor, so I wanted to follow courses, but in my small village there weren't any possibility to do that, and so I went into football because I loved sports and I loved football, and I never wondered, you know, if it was the real or the right decision. But I did that, and I kept, I think, in my mind that one day, you know, I will try to go back to my first passion.
So you retire as a footballer, 2005.
Exactly.
You head to LA. What's the plan?
The plan was just to try first. First, I went to Lee Strasberg Institute and I said, well, I'm 37, so do you think it's possible for me to follow courses? And the lady said to me, well, you know, Frank, it's LA, everything's possible. And it's America overall, so you can try. And I did. First, I put my kids in it, and then I asked, and they said okay, and I went there and I worked like 4 hours a day, you know, for an hour, a year and a half, for 2 years there, and yeah, working hard to learn the process.
But you actually played some football for fun with actors at that time.
I did. A French friend of mine, Ian Carrington, called me one day and he said, you know, do you want to play football? I said, well, you know, I played football for all my life, you know. And I said, well, maybe it would be a good idea. And I went there. I didn't know what it was. And suddenly I saw Vinnie Jones, Jason Statham, Owen Wilson, and so many others, you know, Steve Jones from the Sex Pistols. And that was very fun because we had no dressing rooms. We were, you know, just changing, you know, on the nearby the dugout, as you call it, and we just played it for fun, and we had lots of fun.
So Owen Wilson, huge Hollywood star, you must have got advice from him.
No, because, you know, I didn't want to tell them that I was an actor, because I didn't want them to think that I wanted to ask them something. So I never said to Owen, you know, that I was an actor. The chairman of Hollywood United was Anthony LaPaglia, and Anthony called me one day, like 6 months after I came back to France for a play, and I said, well, I've been looking for you. Where are you? I said, well, I'm in France. I'm in a play right now. He said, well, you're an actor? Why you don't tell me? I said, well, I didn't want you to think that I wanted to ask you something. So I said, you crazy. You're a crazy French guy, you know. You should have told me. I say, it doesn't matter. And well, that's my way of life. You know, I work hard and I don't ask for anything special. So.